If you or your family hasn't been touched by Alzheimer's, chances are, sadly, you will.
My family sure has, and 1/3 of people over 65 and 50% over 85 years old will develop some form of dementia. A Vanderbilt University doctor told us this disease is growing at an alarming rate, yet there's no treatment, let alone a cure. News Channel 5's Carrie Sharp found there is work being done to change that, and some of it's happening right here. Carrie.
Sure is. You probably recognize two of these three faces. Actress Kimberly Williams Paisley, her country crooner husband Brad Paisley, and this is Dr. Laura Dugan. All three are doing their part to end Alzheimer's.
We fell in love.
It's one of the moments in Father of the Bride, featuring then Kimberly Williams, that melted our hearts.
I'm engaged. I'm engaged. I'm getting married.
Her on-screen dad's reaction was relatable, even endearing, the premise for a blockbuster movie. But a decade later, when she told her real-life parents of her engagement to country star Brad Paisley, her mother's response could not have been scripted.
She reacted very irrationally to my engagement and was very upset by it. And at my wedding, she was inconsolable.
Looking back, it was one of the first clues that something wasn't right. Years would pass before her mother's dementia was diagnosed. 10 years after that, Alzheimer's disease took Linda Williams' life.
Dementia is a family disease that is complicated, and there's really no easy, graceful way through it. So
that messy journey turned this actress into an advocate and author.
I wanted to write the book that I wish I'd had 10 years prior.
In her New York Times bestseller, just released in paperback, Kimberly recounts some of the mistakes her family made.
We need to just be talking about this. It's not something that should be kept secret.
Keeping the disease in the shadows has also had a chilling effect on research.
Until a few years ago, the amount of research dollars that were going to Alzheimer's and other dementias was about 2 to 3% of what's going for cancer.
Dr. Laura Dugan is the head of geriatric medicine at Vanderbilt University.
We were excited to see that we could actually image this.
And she's flipping Alzheimer's research on its head. What you're looking at is a brain scan, and the little red oval is inflammation, perhaps a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease in its earliest form. Dr. Dugan believes inflammation throughout the body is a critical factor in brain aging.
The brain is sensing this whole body low-grade inflammation, and it's what it's doing is modifying some signaling pathways and some other cell biology in the brain in an abnormal way that's setting the stage for this progression down into this brain injury we call dementia or Alzheimer's disease.
If her research pans out, it could mean treatments before the disease ever sets in.
And we actually have a couple interventions, therapies that we think are effective. We're testing them right now.
As Dr. Dugan pushes the research forward, Kimberly is channeling her mother, a one-time fundraiser for the Michael J. Fox Foundation.
She had such a knack, she could ask people for millions of dollars and get it.
And turning this country town into a disco city. She and Brad are turning back the clock to promote a disco party and fundraiser at the Wild Horse Saloon.
We're inviting country artists to come and do something they don't normally do and perform their favorite disco song.
Proof that some of the most meaningful moments in life start by going off script.
I have a cause now that helps me heal.
And that fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Association is coming up on June 4th. We're going to have more information about that on our website, as well as much more from our interviews. Kimberly spells out the mistakes that her family made and also talks about the silver linings of this disease, and hear from Dr. Dugan about what we can all do to prevent Alzheimer's disease. That's going to be at NewsChannel5.com.